Next to interpolate is the Honorable Joel Chua.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, ulitin ko po yung aking tanong sa ating kagalang-galang na Vice President. Pwede ko po bang malaman kung gaano po kayo katagal naging mayor ng Davao?
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the OVP 2025 budget proposal by question and answer. I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal.
Honorable Chua, proceed please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since hindi naman po niya sinasagot, I will just continue with my line of questioning para lang po may pasok sa record po. Alam naman po natin lahat na kayo po ay naging alkalde ng Davao. Of course, nung time na yun, meron din po kayong item for confidential fund under the office of the mayor. Tama po ba?
Point of order, Madam Chair.
Yes, Honorable Gloria.
What we are discussing is the OVP budget, not a budget of the local government of Davao of many years ago. And while I have the microphone, I just want to make a manifestation that, Your Honor, you said that allocation includes utilization. If that were the case, everybody would be examining everybody's 2023, 2022, 2021 budget. And Madam Chair, I have been attending so many budget hearings. Nobody ever discusses something earlier than 2024.
Madam Chair, if I may, Madam Chair, I will not ask naman the confidential budget of the city of Davao.
Yes, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Yes, your point of order is well taken, ma'am. We will not discuss the budget of...
Yes, I will not, hindi ko po tatanungin po yun. Ang point ko lang po dito ay as Mayor of Davao, dahil alam naman po natin, medyo matagal po siyang naging alkalde, hindi po sa kanya bago itong confidential fund. And in fact, ito po ay, kumbaga, normal na po. Dahil lahat naman po ng alkalde, meron naman pong confidential fund. Now, susunod ko pong tanong, Madam Chair, is, napansin ko po dito sa liquidation report, dated January 10, 2023. Meron po ditong nakapirma sa taas po ng Sara Z. Duterte, Vice President. Gusto ko pong tanungin ng ating Vice Presidente kung ito po ba ay kanyang pirma. Sa liquidation report po ng January 10, 2023, serial number 2022-12-152.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, on the issue of confidential funds, we have received audit actions regarding the confidential funds of the Office of the Vice President. We have submitted our responses and we assure our full cooperation with the ongoing audit. Madam Chair, again, sinasabi ko na walang confidential funds sa 2025 budget proposal and all the questions are about confidential funds except for one which was about the recipient of OVP projects.
Honorable Chua, please proceed.
Well, totoo po yung sinasabi po ng ating Vice Presidente. Subalit, ngayon lamang po natin nakita to. At ngayon lamang po natin nakita kung ano po yung laman ng o kung paano po niya nagamit yung confidential fund. Kaya kung dati po, hindi naman natin siya matatanong dahil wala rin po tayong opportunity, dahil wala rin po tayong hawak ng mga dokumento. But it is only now, Madam Chair. Kaya nga po tinatanong po natin para at least malaman din po natin at saka konektado rin po to dahil at the end of the day, dito po natin makikita kung paano po siya gumamit ng pondo na binibigay po sa kanyang opisina. May I proceed now, Madam
Please
Chair?
proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Meron din po ditong naka-attach dated January 10, 2022, certification Sa baba po dito, nakalagay po dito attested, Sara Z. Duterte, Vice President, at sa taas po nun meron pong pirma. Do you confirm that this is your signature, Madam Vice President?
Madam Vice President?
Yes, Madam Chair. Precisely. Dapat hindi ninyo yan nakikita kasi that confidential funds pertains to national security and hindi pa tapos yung audit process. But to answer the question, Madam Chair, on the issue of confidential funds, we have received audit actions regarding the confidential funds of the OVP. We have submitted our responses and we assure our full cooperation with the ongoing and unfinished audit.
Honorable Chua?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since hindi naman po niya sinasagot yung ating katanungan, I will just proceed. Meron din pong nakatouch dito na accomplishment report. Utilization of confidential and intelligence fund, period covered December 21 to December 31, 2022, total amount 125 million. At sa baba po nito, may nakalagay pong approved by Sara Z. Duterte, Vice President. Again, Madam Chair, gusto ko pong tanungin ng ating Madam Vice President kung ito pong pirma na nandito sa ibabaw ay kanya po.
Madam Vice President?
Madam Chair, on the issue of confidential funds, we have received audit actions from COA regarding the confidential funds of the OVP. We have submitted our responses and we assure our full cooperation, the ongoing and unfinished audit.
Honorable Chua?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, napansin ko lang po kasi sa lahat po ng kanyang mga sinubmit, personal, may nakalagay po sa taas na signature po ng ating Vice Presidente at wala pong mga countersign. So, ibig sabihin, wala po ditong nag-inspection bukod po sa kanya. Siya po yung nag-certify, siya rin po yung nag-attest, at siya rin po yung nag-approve. So, yun po yung aking punto po dito. Another thing, Madam Chair, gusto ko lang pong tanungin ng ating, kasi kaya ako nga po tinatanong kanina kung anong taon sana siya naging alkalde ng Davao, kasi gusto ko pong tanungin sa kanya kung aware po ba siya sa Joint Circular number 2015-01 dated January 8, 2015.
Madam Vice President?
Madam Chair, on the issue of confidential funds, we have received audit actions regarding the confidential funds of the Office of the Vice President from the Commission on Audit. We have submitted our responses and we assure our full cooperation with the ongoing and unfinished audit.
And you have 30 seconds left.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, yung huling tanong ko, i-address ko na lamang po sa ating COA. Kanina po, nung tinanong po kayo ng ating ni Congresswoman Magsaysay, sinabi po niya, hindi tama yung paggamit ng pondo. Ano po, pwede po bang pakipaliwanag ninyo sa amin? At sinabi po ninyo, opo, pwede po bang paliwanag po ninyo sa amin kung paano po ninyo nasabi na hindi tama yung paggamit ng pondo? Sa COA po, hindi po kay Madam Vice President.
Ask Comuliano.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ang sagot ko po ay yun sa general effect po ng Notice of Disallowance kasi wala po akong personal knowledge dun sa confidential fund at hindi ko po nakita yung document niyan nung sinubmit sa committee. Dahil iba po yung unit na nag-audit niyan.
So dun po sa hindi tamang
Last question.
Last question po, yes. Dun po sa hindi tamang paggamit ng pondo, pwede rin po ba nating masabi na nagkaroon po ng diversion of fund o yung sinasabi po natin yung pondo hindi po nagamit dun po sa talagang dapat siya gamitin?
Ask Gamuliano.
Apo, pag ang tanong po tungkol dun sa audit ng confidential fund, di ko po pwedeng sagutin kasi hindi po ako yung nag-audit noon. Pero kung ang tanong niyo yung general,
General po yung tanong ko.
notice of disallowance, meron pong ganon.
So, possible
Meron pong-
po na
meron
may
pong ground.
diversion of fund.
Meron pong ground na ang mga ground po ng disallowance is irregular. Ibig sabihin po hindi sumunod sa panuntunan ng guidelines. Pwede pong excessive. Hindi naman kailangan bumili ng maraming stocks na nasira lang, yung medicine na expired lang. Pwede pong unconscionable. Ibig sabihin, masyadong shocking na doon sa senses. Parang kung ang laptop mo is 50,000, bumili ka ng laptop na 500,000, baka naman unconscionable na po yun.
So, ang
Extravagant.
tanong ko lang po kung...
So, yes, this last question.
So, yung tanong ko lang po kung possible po na mayroong diversion of...
Meron pong under
Yes or no lang po?
the revised penal code po, merong technical
yun lang po.
malversation. Apo.
Thank you po.
Right, salamat. Next to interpolate is the Honorable Jervil Luistro.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think we all agree, from the level of the President down to barangay captain, public office is a public trust. In other words, public officers and employees must, at all times, be accountable to the people. In line with this, Madam Chair, with all due respect, I wish to invite the attention of the committee to the press interview of Her Excellency, Madam Vice President, in the Senate on August 22, 2024. In substance, the Vice President said, "Saan naman kayo nakakita? Constitutional body, inuutusan isubmit ang audit report. Hindi pa nga tapos." With all due respect, Madam Chair, may I request the resource speaker to comment on her intention about her statement.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, again, question is not related to the 2025 Office of the Vice President budget proposal. On the issue of confidential funds, we have received audit actions regarding the confidential funds of the OVP. We have submitted our responses and we assure our full cooperation with the ongoing audit.
Honorable Luistro.
Madam Chair, in other words, this representation wished to be clarified when the Vice President made the statement. Intensyon ba ng ating Vice Presidente na ibahagi o hindi ibahagi sa publiko ang resulta ng nilalaman ng audit report patungkol sa kontrobersyal na 125 million na confidential fund? Nonetheless, Madam Chair, I understand that the Vice President already expressed her intention not to answer this question. Thus, please allow this representation to shift to the COA. May I request the COA to give his comment to this statement of the Vice President.
Ascom Juliano.
Madam Chair, pwede po pakiulit po yung question.
Okay, you may repeat
Okay, sir.
the question. Hindi po natin isasama sa yung 5 minutes.
During the press interview of the Vice President in the Senate on August 22, 2024, she made a remarks, "Saan naman kayo nakakita? Constitutional body, inuutusan to submit fraud audit. Hindi pa nga tapos." We are requesting the COA to make their comment on this.
Madam Chair, ang sagot ko po siguro in relation dun sa subpoena kasi yung rationale po ng compliance namin sa subpoena, Iko-quote ko lang po yung yung second page po per sa sentence noong subpoena. This subpoena duces tecum is being issued in accordance with the oversight function of the House of Representatives. This order is likewise based on Section 3 of COA Circular 2013-006 dated September 2013. Ang compliance po ng COA ay dahil po ito ay inisyu po ng chairperson ng Committee on Appropriations. And under yung pong Congress, yung House of Representatives, is a body authorized by law to issue subpoena. And we cannot interpret otherwise. There is a presumption of regularity and validity do sa subpoena. We cannot unilaterally challenge the validity of the subpoena unless the court will interpret that pwede po or hindi pwede. Yun po yung amin ko. Kaya kami po, in-entrust po namin sa dun sa House of Representatives, dun sa wisdom po ng leadership, yung compliance sa documents. At ito rin yung sinasabi dun sa aming guidelines na pag may subpoena po, we have to comply.
Honorable Luistro.
In relation to your compliance with the subpoena, did you recall having received any feedback from the Office of the Vice President pertaining to the same?
Actually po, mayroon pong sulat ang Office of the Vice President sa aming chairman na yun nga po, may mga legal issues po na binabanggit. At ito po yung na-consider na rin po ng Office of the Chairperson noong nag-comply sa subpoena do sa STECOM.
Madam Chair, with that manifestation of the COA, may I request that the committee be provided with a copy of the letter? And having said so, Madam Chair, may I request for a suspension of the briefing?
Briefing suspended. The budget briefing is hereby resumed. The Honorable Luistro.
Madam Chair, without going to the letters of
Could
this
you-
communication,
Could you please first manifest what you have in your possession?
with me is a copy of the letter of the Office of the Vice President, signed by Attorney Zuleka T. Lopez, Undersecretary and Chief of Staff, addressed to Honorable Gamaliel A. Cordoba, Chairperson, Commission on Audit, Quezon City. This is dated August 21, 2024. Madam Chair, this is composed of 4 pages. And I lament that I do not have material time to go over this letter by the letters. Nonetheless, I wish to manifest that the substance of this letter is an opposition to the subpoena that was issued by Congress. If I may read, we are of the position that the subject subpoena should not be complied for the following reasons. If I may continue, Madam Chair,
Yes, please proceed.
among the issues that were raised, one is the violation of the principle of separation of power. Second is violation to due process. And third is the confidential nature of the fund. Madam Chair, I wish to manifest my comment to the issues that were raised in this letter. First, the principle of separation of power is not absolute. This is subject to exception. As a matter of fact, We call it the system of check and balances. And that is the very reason why the Congress has the oversight power, and that is to make sure that the laws enacted, including the appropriation laws, and to be specific, the GAA 2022, the source of the confidential fund, is properly implemented. If I may share, one of the landmark cases about oversight power is the Abacada Guro party list. There are three consequences of oversight power. One is congressional scrutiny. Two is congressional investigation. And three is legislative supervision. With all due respect, by congressional scrutiny, without necessarily conducting an inquiry in aid of legislation, the Congress may request information and report from other branches of the government. Similarly, it can recommend and pass resolution for consideration of the agency involved. Madam Chair, with respect to the violation of due process, I humbly believe that we are all witnesses in today's hearing. We are in fact catering the right to due process. A number of the esteemed members of the House propounded questions already, but our Vice President maintained his position not to address the question concerning confidential fund. But speaking about due process, I humbly submit that notice was given. This is a budget briefing, and ample opportunity to explain was even accorded. It is my humble submission, Madam Chair, that contrary to the letter, we did not violate due process. As a matter of fact, we catered due process. Finally, Madam Chair, they raised the confidential nature of the fund. Ito po'y tanong na nais kong iwanan sa mga kapwa natin Pilipino. Granting that the nature of the fund is confidential and recognizing Memorandum Circular Number 15, 2023, relating to the privileged communication. Ang tanong po, Madam Chair, when there is notice of disallowance na nagsasabing ang 72 million out of 125 million na confidential fund ay hindi nagamit ng naaayon sa Joint Circular Number 15-01. And as a matter of fact, ipinababalik ng COA sa pamahalaan. Ang tanong, confidential fund pa po ba ang tawag dito? Privileged communication pa din po ba ang saklaw nito? Oo po, at tatahimik na lang po ba ang Kongreso? I wish to share the case of Chavez versus Public Estates Authority.
Kindly wrap up.
This is the
30 seconds.
right of the people to information on matters of public concern. There is no argument ang pera ng gobyerno ay pera ng taong bayan. Unless the citizens have proper information, we cannot fulfill the constitutional mandate that public office is a public trust. I submit, Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President, do you care to comment?
Yes, Madam Chair, nasabi kanina, ang gist lang na nakuha ko na nasabi kanina ni Representative
Luistro.
Luistro, yes. is that wala siyang time na isa-isahin per letter yung letter namin sa Commission on Audit on why the requested documents should not be released to Congress. Pero nakahanda na yung mga sagot niya sa lahat ng arguments namin sa national security, sa due process, and sa separation of powers. Is this part ba of what you said earlier, Representative Kimbo, let's stick to the plan? Yun yung narinig ko sa iyo kanina na hindi mo in-accommodate yung point of order na question. And to answer, the Office of the Vice President, on the issue of confidential funds, we have received audit actions regarding confidential funds of the OVP. We have submitted our responses and we assure our full cooperation with the ongoing and unfinished audit. We are cooperating and answering all the questions in the proper venue that is inside the Commission on Audit, not in the budget hearing for the 2025 proposal of the OVP budget. Thank you.
Thank you. Note all your comments. I do not recall saying the phrase, stick to the plan, Madam Vice President. And so yes, we do note your comments, and also I believe your compliment of the brilliance of the Honorable Luistro. So
Madam
next
Chair?
to, yes.
Madam Chair, may I request that the Secretariat read your stick to the plan line?
As I said, Madam Vice President, pasensya na po, we don't have the right to make requests.